What if there was a way to count your way to insane profits while trading any asset? It would be too easy, would it? Well, today I'm going to give you a brief introduction on how to count to make profits in trading. That's not my idea, but I'll show you what I mean by that. We'll do a brief introduction about this style of market structure analysis and a specific entry based on a count to 5 or 6. Then we'll go through some examples and I'll show you some tools that I've been working on. I'll start from the basics, but first, the intro and the disclaimer. Do not trust anything you see from me or anybody else. Demand proof, do your own research, and let's go. 1 second, what do I need to click? This one. Okay, so originally I wanted to do a really long video on all this, but this is the development of what I'm working on is taking so long, and so we're just going to do it differently. I'm just going to give you a quick introduction to some basic ideas about market structure, market development, and some pattern, and then we are going, there's some smidging here, 1 second. And then we're going to demo some live examples, well, not live, but some examples about market structure and these sort of counts. And then we're going to give you a preview about something I've been working on for the past few weeks that puts together all my understanding of market structure to build a tool that soon-ish will be in your hands to do these amazing counts automatically. All right. So I'm just going to boil it down the simpler that I can, right? Sometimes in a trending market, the markets don't move in a straight line, right? So, okay, wait. Do I have the thing? So markets do not move in a straight line. There's always retracements. Orders needs to be, so the market maker or the book is always looking for orders, people willing to buy or sell at a certain price. And so the market generally moves in waves or expansions and pullbacks and then consolidations. And so in a trending market, very nice when the market is trending, you will get these short pullbacks. And so the market might be doing this sort of zigzag up and down for a few times. When it does, the market does that. And if you are in a really trending market, you try not to buy on a breakout. Maybe you wait on a retracement, right? So what you do is, okay, look, it's trending. We broke out this level. We wait for retracement, and we enter. All right. And sometimes that works amazing. So you do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Or if you wanna, if you use I used to trade Elliott waves. There's a lot of literature on how the market can move in waves. But the market is an almost perfect machine. So if it would be perfect, the actual layout of how price moves would be random. But it's not random because the market moves towards orders. You need to have willing participants in the market. And so structures emerge and recurring process. It's like the market psychology develops itself in a way that the price action reflects the market psychology or the ability of some specific big or bigger entity to sort of manipulate things so that they can enter at a favorable price. So what you generally get is not like a straight, you will get this often during the day, depending on the time frame you're trading. But many times, somebody who entered here in the perfect entry and somebody that has not taken profit will be taken advantage of with a specific kind of manipulation or pattern development, market development that that's quite common, has been brought to the forelight by a fantastic trader, educator, content creator, and personality that his name is Stoic. I recommend you go and check out his content on X and YouTube. And this is my humble, how you say, my very, very humble, brief explanation on some of the things you can find in price sometimes and get embodied by a count to 5 or a count to 6. So when the market is trending, you might have zone breakout, an area price that breaks out a certain high, and then there is a retracement and an expansion. And the people that entered in the market early think they entered at a pretty good price, but the market at one point needs more, or let's say some entity that has still unfulfilled older orders here and much bigger orders to complete. The market might not have the impetus to continue, or it might be manipulation, but what happens? The early winners are liquidated. And to give the impression to people that want to go short here that it's working, this stuff happens. So a certain level gets breached twice. That's why you have this 1, 2, 3, 4, liquidate the early winners, and then liquidate people who tried to get long and didn't believe this bearish breakout. And then after you did it twice, and sometimes 3 times, finally the real continuation happens. This specific version of that. This is actually how many times, let me mute this. This is actually how many times the market develops. You can find in price, looking at the candlestick chart, every time that this specific thing happens. It can happen in many different ways. So this specific level can be, this specific level can be here. This retracement can be so deep, and sometimes even weak below. There's many configurations where this sort of idea, liquidate the early winners, come down, do a double bottom, and then expand. It can happen in many different ways. Okay. This explains this sort of basic pattern. I encourage you to go check out many people explaining this style of market structure development. There's NQ God on YouTube here, fantastic guy, AFOP. There's a Stoic, there's many others. And quite competent creators and traders. I definitely recommend. Now, what I want to show you is some examples of this. We're just going to go randomly through the chart and look for these and show you how this happens all the time in price, and maybe parade something I've been working on where this specific stuff is computed by an understanding of market structure via indicators and code. So let's see. How many minutes? 8 minutes of introduction. That's incredible. Okay. So now we move from my fantastic face to an actual chart. Was it this one I wanted to show? Yes, YouTube pane. I don't have this. Okay. What did I have that was so? Okay, and let me make the fonts of this a little bit bigger. We do them large, maybe. So I was just going to start showing you this sort of counts by using an indicator that I've been working on. We can overlay to the normal market structure so that you can see that everything you see is backed by market structure. I do have on my free website, bento.me/keepOMs, a list of free indicators. One of them is a market structure indicator. Let me just remove the background here. Otherwise, we'd be buried in. Remove maybe the 50%. Just to stay with the basic market structure notation. I need to change the order of things here. I'm sorry. We're doing it live. SPS should be on top. Yeah, okay, that's already correct. Okay. Okay. So I will draw it again here on the side so you can see it, and then we go through it and see if we recognize it. Okay. For example, ERCF5 SBS, right? Okay, let's see how we came about there. So the pattern should be something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's overlay it. Let's see if it worked correct. Let's see if it's correct. So 1, 2, 3. The 4 is marked. I mark it when we breach the 2, but you need to wait for a swing. So 4 will be here, 5, and off we go. So it's just because programmatically it doesn't really matter if I mark the 4 here or here. Maybe optionally we should mark it there. You see also that, let me remove the bearish ones for now. Otherwise it gets confusing. Yeah, so you see, that's more or less that pattern. After amazing. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is on 5 minutes. So let me just show you. You would enter here. This is a 40 points move with a relatively small stop. You want to see what the ratio will be? Let me show you. Yeah, there will be 12 point stop with this is 3.5 hour. That's not bad. Now don't get fooled. There's a lot of with the specific indicator, there's a lot of false signals, or the signals manifest itself in a place where it doesn't actually make sense. For example, this is an example where you would think it's a similar situation, right? But you need also context, right? We had a major rally, and now we're testing this level. Let's go through it. So we see a 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we said we have to go down. Okay, I see a double bottom. The double bottom is marked. We enter. Oops. That was not a good entry, right? Okay. Well, whatever. We keep doing it. Let's see. We are now 7th of August in the Asia session, right? And here also you see it's marked area. I'm going to show you something going to blow your mind. Okay, let's see. So we do have a 1, 2, 3 matches. Okay, so then we have to come down and liquidate the 2. We don't consider this is not a close, so we wait for this. And we get almost there to the 3 and fail. Now, because many times, so the double bottom is a little bit, I say, subjective, right? Subjective. So I've implemented some refinements and adjustments. There's so many knobs I implemented that I'm going to show you over time. One is specifically this, that because sometimes the count of a 5 sometimes a little bit early, or the double bottom is thin, let's say, and I have a few ways to describe and define a double bottom, and by using just very thin swing, two swings very close to each other, sometimes you have an extra pass before the 5 activates. So if you define that, yes, okay, you can get a 5 signal here because these wicks form a double bottom, but you don't believe it. Then you wait that the actual 5 is also purged, and there's your entry. So then you will get this move, another 40 points with relatively small drawdown. Okay. I haven't. This was the end of the day, as you can see. We were building some new structure. So it was the 8th of August. They gave a long signal here. As I said, it was not pretty good. This was pretty good. Now let's check this one. Okay. Now here where some refinement might be needed, or a human might be needed to understand if a signal does make sense or not. Because these two, where does it come from? Ah, 1 second. Yeah, we need to turn on. I don't want to do a lesson on actually implementation details, so we'll just skip this one. Did we look at this one? As I said, there's a lot of more work to be done. Sometimes the signal doesn't make any sense. This thing can count. For example, I shared this, I think, on Twitter the other day, because I've been using this take trades myself. Let me remove the swing confirmation. I keep clicking wrong. Delay the confirmation to stage 5A. No, we don't want that. Okay, we want that one. Yeah, maybe. All right. Let's see if it matches our understanding of how the pattern should behave. Okay, we got a 1, 2, 3, or 3. We carry the 3. 4, it's hidden because there's more than 1. And then the bottom 5. And then if you could bear some drawdown, you would get this insane move. All right, let's keep going. Should we see some bearish ones? 1 second. Let me turn on the bearish. Some bearish that makes sense. Come on. Let me impress my friends. Let's see. Let's see if we can catch a 5. Okay. Whoa. Wait. What is this? What is this one? Okay. So okay. Here we broke for the first time to the bearish side. We have a few breakout structure to the downside. So yes, you can start counting, let's say, this market development. And then we got to, this was the open on the 31st of July. Because it's 5-minute candles, I want to show you this fractal that happens on all time frames. 1 minute, 15 seconds, 15 minutes. Okay, let's count together. Let's do it in reverse. Let's see. Okay, let's count it this way. I see hey, what does that all the time? This annoys me so much. Right. So let's say this is let's say this is it doesn't want to do it. Oh, I'm stumped. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we go down. my mouse is failing. Okay, this video is going to be a great success, right? Okay, so this is the 5 count, and then we go down. Nice. Okay, here I just want to show you that there's also many times where it was counting, hey, there's a 2, then we come back and liquidate the 4 and the 5, and it's a failure. So or also even here, you know, so 1, 2, 3, 4, that actually wicks this 2, maybe does it even twice, and no, sorry, there was other things to do before doing this crazy move at the close. All right, so the count, at least for the automated system that I am building, not automated system, say this indicator that tries to use market structure to count, sometimes things are hard. Yeah, this was the open of the 28th of July. Because we're 5 minutes, we're scrolling through. Let's see. Okay, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we do indeed have a big expansion. This would be nice. This was nice. There's a lot of wicks, so probably a lot of death. But if you had the stop properly placed, you would could catch this. Okay, I'm thinking let's go to a lower time frame and turn both on and show you just the final stages, right? So let me see here. Don't show the stage level, show the bullish and bearish. There's a lot of other settings. right now we're using an advanced, let's say, we could use a much more cumbersome and more confirmed double bottom calculation. Now let's try that and go to 1 minute. Okay. By the way, you don't need an indicator to start counting your way to insane profits, by the way. Absolutely don't need it. And many times, many of my friends will do this live with no indicators. I'm a programmer, so I tend to automate opportunities when I can with code and then make my life easier. So I think once and then the machine thinks for me. Doesn't always work, but yeah, sometimes. Okay, yeah, look at this snapshot. Well, actually you would probably go break even here. You do have a nice entry, and if you do the advanced where, okay, wait to week the 5 and come back, this will be even a better entry, I think. Let's see. Yeah, well, still you will face some drawdown. The entries here, here also you avoid. You still get some drawdown, but you should be able now to see it, right? So there's wrinkles, and this goes on and on and on and on and on. It is many times how price moves before expanding. How many minutes? 20 minutes. Okay, so Edie, what did we do? Let me leave you with this insane bearish run, called by the indicator. Let's go back to the half and half. See my pretty face? Okay. Okay, so what did we learn? We learned, okay, market doesn't move in a straight line. The market will tend to come back and liquidate people who were early, the people who were right early. There's liquidity in the markets in the form of stops, and the market making algorithm will try to go for liquidity, especially when big positions need to be built. So the positions will be built over time by huge entities. You will notice this because some levels cannot be breached. This is specific, what people will call supports and resistance. There might be institutional sponsorships around origins of the zones, and yes, they come down because there's orders and stops misplaced by people. So this allows big entities to reaccumulate before the real move. This happens a lot. It happens fractally. I didn't show the 15 seconds. That's where many of my trades happen. And this is it. Thank you for sticking with me. Thank you. We reached 2,800 subscribers. And I'm sorry, I haven't made a video in a while. I've been coding and coding and coding. I didn't code only this indicator I just showed. I'm going to be coding a variation code that I call the OP fake out. I've been coding market structure fixes to the market structure indicators. I've been coding. When I say I've been coding, let's say me and my AI overlords have been doing a lot of progress together. I oversee their work with my, 25, 30 year plus expertise in programming, and progress has been steady and fun, and I've been trading full time. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And this tool I just showed will be released. Probably will be released. I wanted to throw the gauntlet and give a challenge to you subscribers and friends and acquaintances and fans and whoever watches this video randomly, because this was a lot of work, this indicator, and the other ones were a lot of work. So I want to make sure there's hype for these new tools. But I'm a little bit reluctant to give a target, because I'm also working on automated backtests on this, finding the right settings so that the edge is insane. So give me a little bit more time. Follow me on X. You will see a lot of tweets about trades taken with this and without. And let me know in the comments what you're thinking. Have you spotted mistakes? Did I code this wrong? What I just showed you has been a completely overhauled system that I've just recoded this morning with some improvements. And hope you enjoyed. And leave a like. And I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye. Stop the recording.